Hello, my friends. So by now we all know that it is our belief that create our life experiences. So how do you change your beliefs? So hello, this is day 19 of the 365 days commitment to come live every day. If you want to look back my other lives, they are in the profile, also on Instagram, and all of them get uploaded to YouTube. And my name on any of these platforms is Spiritual Stretch. So today what I want to talk to you about is how to change your belief system, because it seems that this is what we have the hardest time with, right? We know that, well, most of us know that by now, that it is our belief that creates our life experiences. And if it was just so easy to change our belief system, then we would all be doing it by now. And so many of us are attempting to manifest the life that we desire, just to find that there are still these limiting beliefs that are holding us back, and then we just constantly go against it. So I'm going to break down 3 concepts for you that will be helpful in changing your belief quite easily, meaning without you trying to go and knock it down, but almost like do the groundwork so that your belief system changes. So, first of all, the most important is what you root your identity in, or I could say what you root your belief system in. And I have talked about this extensively in the previous videos, that when we root our beliefs, our belief of power, our belief of ability to do something, our belief of resources, into something that is not quite in our center, that is not the ultimate, limitless, refilling fountain of life, then we will always experience some form of lack, scarcity, and just things not happening quite a bit. This is almost the same as if you are, let's say, wanting to drive to a location, but then you start, just 1 millimeter, 1 degree off in your direction. And as you keep going, by the time you get to where you want to go, you're going to be quite a bit, many feet and even miles off where you're trying to go. So rooting in your center, the center of your being, the truth of your being, the space in your being where you cannot reduce it any further, the space where that is true for every human being. It doesn't matter where they're born, what language they're speaking, but this ultimate truth of everything that is. And that is God. That is the non-religious understanding of God. That is the having the relationship, your personal relationship with God, so that you start to see who you are in God. Now, when you have created this relationship, and this is not a 5-minute manifesting, this is a process, just like how creating and nurturing a relationship, when you want to have the love of your life, is it, do you just hang out with them one day? No, it's every day you get to know each other. And of course it's never ending, but it doesn't mean that you can't meanwhile start consciously manifesting and have your manifestations show themselves to you in the physicality. So once you have rooted your identity and you know who you are, then you find your spirit mission. Now, you don't have to go out there to find it, because it is within. This is where you intentionally look for the space of clarity within you. You almost like you stand under the frequencies of clarity, so that you define so that you perceive what your spirit mission is. Why? Because that is your ultimate truth. That is like you, first of all, rooting yourself in the center. And furthermore, as the frequencies are coming about, the frequencies of life, the unfolding of life coming through you, when you are in your spirit mission, it keeps coming up straight. It doesn't veer off. And this would show in something like, I am not going to accept that job or that offer because that is not my spirit mission. I am discerning and not choosing something out of lack just to pay the bills, but I am standing in what I'm here to do. Now, many of us, many people on this way, on this path, get into a situation where, well, I still need the bills paid. Yes, do that which you must, while also holding the vision and keep stepping in the vision that you are positioning yourself in your spirit mission. You allow God to do the rest. It will come about. It just simply does. But the discernment and you making steps on that is important. The discernment within you, your decisions, how you show up, how you step forward, what you keep in mind that you are accepting your spirit mission, that makes all the difference. And then the third concept in changing your belief is taking then focused actions in your spirit mission. So what does that mean? That means that whatever comes at you in a 3D, you quickly recognize, is this for the benefit of me walking on my spirit mission, or is it not? Is it a distraction? I talked about this yesterday also. Many times we have ideas and they end up being distractions. So keeping your focus is like, you can imagine that here you're rooted in your center, then you're rooted in your spirit mission. And now with your focus, you are guarding the life force that is coming through you, the unfoldment of your abundant truth, and you are staying on that path. You are not allowing things to knock you off. You are not entertaining distractions anymore. You are not engaging in activities that you used to in the past that you know lead you down in the rabbit hole. Stepping in your focus is fueled by your conviction. And your conviction will propel you, will push you forward. So you will know what it is that you must do. It will be communicated to you. And it is simply up to you as the co-creator of your life to then receive that which comes with it. Because every single moment you receive the gift of this. You know, you receive the air that you breathe. You don't have to go work for it. You receive the life force within you. You don't have to go look for it. When you are walking in your mission, you receive the nutrition of conviction and focus. It is up to you whether you nurture it by keeping your attention on it. And this then, as you keep taking steps in your focus, you start to see how your 3D shifts, which then in turn changes your belief. Because now you start to see things in the 3D shifting. Now you start to see that all this work that you have done, All this work that you can look at it as the seed that is in the ground, underground. You didn't see anything for a while, but that seed was being nurtured by the good soil and the sunshine and the water that it received, and now it is sprouting up from the ground. So you see these shifts in your 3D environment that now become your confirmation. Yes, it works. Now, what I see a lot of people making mistakes in is looking for that 3D confirmation too soon, too early. Oh, I've done this, why doesn't it work? Allow divine timing. Perhaps you've heard an analogy. When you plant a seed, you don't keep digging it up every day and say, has it started? Has it grown yet? Is there a plant now? You allow it to do what it does because you trust it. So this process also, as we are now manifesting consciously, and the way I call it, actually, the next program that is coming up is Conscious Creation in Christ. We are manifesting in the knowing, in our truth, that we are in Christ and Christ is in us. We are consciously creating the life that doesn't just benefit us, but it has an impact and ripple effect into the lives of our children and our children's children. So as you do this evolution circle, if you will, then you're getting to a point where you see the manifestation. Still keep your eye on the focus. When you jump off and say, oh, I got it confirmed, this is wonderful, so now I'm good and I'm just going to keep doing things for the confirmation. Remember that every plant is nourished from the root. Your spirit mission is nourished from your root, from your connection into your source. So even though you see the manifestation in your life, make sure that you always come back to your origin, to the fountain of life, because that's where you then multiply it. And that's where you're not attached to the external confirmations. That is when your light that you're bringing through your body starts to be seen from a distance, starts to be felt from a distance. This is when your frequency shouts out loud enough that people will be attracted to you. They don't even know why, but they appear in your life. And then you can look at every person as, oh, you are my manifestation. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is the frequency that sustains, that maintains, that keeps alive this whole life cycle of your conscious creation. So I thank you, my friends. Now, those of you who feel called to experience this, to join me in the Conscious Creation in Christ course, drop your comment below. I am recruiting people. I want to make sure that we are a good fit, because this is for those who already have been walking in the self-discovery journey. This is for those who know that they are able to show up. This is for those who feel a fire already starting within, that yes, I want to see what that is. I want to manifest only from truth. I want to live a life where I know I am connected to the Most High. And every breath I take, every word I say, every action I take is guided. I receive the guidance, and I am taking my co-creative power, and I am impacting the world with this. I am here to create in this world and create in truth. I thank you, my friends, and I will see you tomorrow in one of the other platforms that I will be called to share